I'm Mike Kilburn.
And I'm Renee Joseph.
And this week we're taking you to another hot Ohio destination. This has nearly 4 million tourists a year.
That's right, Mike. Can you guess where it is? Well, it's Ohio Amish Country.
That's right, Renee. And there was so much to see and do, we had to break the show into 2 parts. So this week is part 1, next week is part 2.
We start with the 190-mile Amish Country Byway. Here you'll see beautiful scenic views with rolling hills and winding roads.
Yeah, and in addition, along this charming byway, you'll also get to taste some Amish country cooking and learn about the culture of German and Amish people.
The Amish Country Byway actually is in the county on all the state highways that we have in the county. If you look at a map, a Scenic Byways map, you'll see a lot of counties that have just a single byway through them, where ours is the entire county, all the state highways or scenic byways. It takes us back in time to when you used to travel the roads before we had interstate systems, and you get a real flavor of an area through the scenic byway system from one to the other. And you can also experience the attractions that are along the way that you wouldn't see as you're traveling on an interstate. So there's a really strong link between the past and the current Scenic Byway program. That's part of the whole existence of it. People love to come up here and eat because we have great restaurants. We actually also have Amish meals in the home that are offered through various venues, back road tours that you can take, small venue bus tours. Yeah, homeshistory.com is our main website. We also have victorianhouse.org, specific to the museum. And embedded in those are the links to the Holmes County Chamber site and Travel and Tourism Bureau site.
Well, great accommodations make for a great trip to Amish Country. The historic Barn Inn Bed and Breakfast is in the middle of the world's largest Amish community.
That's right, Renee. And this barn was built in 1919. It was formerly a dairy barn and Amish farm. And what's really unique about this is this bed and breakfast stands in the top 1% worldwide according to TripAdvisor. And I had an opportunity to talk to them to find out why this bed and breakfast is so special. Well, Michelle, Gene, good to have the Barn Inn back on the show. Good to have you. So let's start with you, Gene. Tell us what makes the Barn Inn so unique.
Well, the main thing with our inn is the history of the inn. It goes back to 1919 when this was established as a barn. It was built as a dairy farm for 50 years. The Honey Run Dairy worked here, right out of this very barn that we're in.
Yeah. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but you're like in the top 1% worldwide of B&Bs, right?
That's correct. That's voted on by the TripAdvisor Awards that we received that award last year. So we were very proud of that. And again, that's because of our guests and all the nice things they have to say about us.
Well, yeah. Let's talk a little about the history then.
Right. It was established first as a barn in 1919. It was converted into a bed and breakfast in 1997 by a local couple, Paul and Loretta Koblentz, and we're honored to carry the torch for them. My wife and I, Michelle, have been here for 5 years now.
Well, Michelle, I don't want to leave you out. I want to turn to you. I understand you got one of the best breakfasts in the area. So tell us a little about what you can find for breakfast here.
Well, we try to treat our guests right, so we serve them a 4-course breakfast. It's made from scratch every morning, locally sourced here in Amish Country.
And there's a lot to do in the area here, right? I mean, great food here, but if you want to get out and explore a little bit, there's things to do here, right?
There's plenty to do here, plenty to see and experience in Amish Country. All the local shops, museums, things like that.
You can reach us by phone at 330-674-7600 or online at www.thebarninn.com.
Our next guest breeds standard, medium, and mini golden doodles. They help get them ready for grooming, car rides, and leash training.
Yeah, and they are cute. It's called Gold and Silver's Pets. And the one thing that they want for their customers is for that new family member to have an easy transition with the new family.
Hi, I'm Rudy Miller with Golden Silvers Pets, and here we breed golden doodles in a variety of sizes and colors, from minis, mediums, and standard sizes, and then colors red, apricot, cream colored, as well as coat types from curly to flat to wavy. So what makes us unique is we socialize with love. We spend a lot of time with our puppies from the day they're born to the day they become part of your family. We make them comfortable. We groom them. We give them car rides that way so they don't get sick when you take them home. So we do everything with love. We leash train them, and all the puppies are doggy door trained, so they know to go outside to potty. It makes potty training so much easier. And we have all the parents here, so we do not buy from other breeders. The Golden Doodles are great family dogs, as the Golden Retrievers are very loyal and love to please. You add the Poodle, and they are one of the smartest breeds, so you then have a dog that doesn't shed. If you have allergies, most of them are hypoallergenic, but all allergies are different, so best way to determine is by meeting the puppy in person. So how can you come and meet a puppy and play with one and take one home? Is by going through our website and contacting us through our website. It's www.mygoldendoodlepuppy.net, or by calling or texting or emailing me.
Coming up, we visit a museum that contains a collection of the world's largest privately owned steam locomotives.
And the Roundhouse is the first of its kind structure built since the 1950s. Stay with us.
Miss any of today's show? Now you can catch it all on the go. Just visit onacolumbus.com for past episodes and all of our latest content. Would you like your business to make an appearance on an upcoming episode of Out and About Columbus? Send your contact information to info@outandaboutcolumbus.com to learn more. In Holmes County, they have the Rails to Trails Coalition. It's 15 miles of paved trails through historic Holmes County.
That's right, Renee. And what's really cool about this, it accommodates bicycles, horseback riding, buggies, you name it.
The Holmes County Rails to Trails is an old railroad bed that we have converted into a recreational and transportation corridor. So it means that it's set up for non-motorized vehicles, our bicycles, our walkers, strollers, rollerbladers. Because of our community and the uniqueness of the community, we also allow Amish buggies and horseback riders. Our trail is set up that it has 2 separate lanes, and it's much wider than your typical rails to trails that only accommodates bicycles and walkers. We have 1 lane that is purely horse traffic, so that's where the buggies and horseback riders will stay. And then a 2nd lane right beside it that is for the non-horse traffic, so those strollers, walkers, bikers. Here in Holmes County, we're part of a much bigger thing than just the Holmes County Trail. The trail doesn't end at our borders of our county. We're part of what's called the Ohio to Erie Trail, and that is a group that has tied all of these community and little pieces of trails together to connect the entire state. And so their goal is to be able to go from Cincinnati, Columbus to Cleveland, and on your route of hitting those major metropolitan areas, you get to go through little towns and areas like here in Holmes County. We are part of that trail. I think for your viewers, it's a great opportunity. That trail that they might see in the Columbus area might actually bring them all the way to Holmes County. They might be able to hop on a bike down there and get up here. We've also got visitors who like to come up here and spend the night in Millersburg or spend the night in Holmes County, and one day they'll head north on our trail and the next day they'll head south on their trail. So there's a lot of opportunities for people to utilize the trails in different ways with their travels throughout the community. You can contact us at 330-674-0475.
For more information about Rails to Trails, go to holmestrail.com.
Jackpot Pottery and the Merry Band of Makers is a local from scratch shop.
That's right, Renee. And not only that, but they are offering some great classes and workshops. And not only do they make pottery and jewelry, but so much more.
I am the girl named Jack. I am the owner here at Jackpot Pottery and the Merry Band of Makers. We are a distributor of glazes and clay bodies. We are also a fully functional studio that gives classes and workshops and also has firing services. We do everything from 6-week classes to one-day workshops, family art nights, ceramics for kids, And we also have a mobile ceramics program. So we are currently in the process of expanding into another building right next to us. We are putting in a 24/7 key fob access studio that will be for members, so people can come in and do as they please at any given point in time in the day. So if it's at 2 o'clock in the morning, they can come in and work on their clay projects, or if it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. We cater to multiple different kinds of people. Generally, it's kind of the older folk, but we typically handle anybody from both younger generations to the older. You can check us out on our website, www.jack-pottery.com, or you can also give us a phone call at 419-792-0111.
In Amish country, there's always great shopping. Our next guest is Modern Farmhouse.
That's right. And this place offers a very unique shopping experience. We learned about that unique shopping experience and her daughter's new store.
Modern Farmhouse is unique because we try to make things special and different here. I don't think you ever see the same thing over and over and over again. And it's mostly the visual part of it that I love. I love creating visual displays here. Anything from floor to ceiling that we do here is just out of old repurposed pieces and unique items that we find from pickers or going and picking ourselves. So here at Modern Farmhouse, we get all types of customers from anywhere across the states. It's always fun. My famous thing that I always ask people is, where are you from? I want to know where everybody's coming from. Olive Branch Home and Garden gets a lot of repeat customers. Her plants are phenomenal, and so she's very well known, so people can't wait for when she opens her store. For all the years that we've been open, we've had a clothing boutique inside here that's been called Urban Farm Girl. This is our daughter, McKenna Van Kuren. She will be located downtown Millersburg at 96 West Jackson Street. The boutique is probably going to open sometime here in May, that we're hoping to have our opening date.
So what we'll be selling is mainly women's clothing. We'll have a little bit of accessories, which includes jewelry, bags, hats, shoes, stuff like that. And then we'll have a little bit of home goods. More of like a boho style is what we're going for. I'm very excited. I'll also have a photography office. My photography business is McKenna Van Kuren Photography. So I'll have an office in there for my clients to come into and everything like that. So yeah, we're very excited.
So you can reach us by phone, again at 674-3881, area code 330, or you can check out our Instagram, which is Modern Farmhouse, along with our Facebook page to see all the unique individual things that we have coming in daily.
Straight ahead, if you enjoy great theater, we have it for you in Amish country.
That's right. And if you enjoy anything from live theater to musicals to comedy, they have all that for you, and they have it year-round. That's straight ahead.
Would you like your business to make an appearance on an upcoming episode of Out and About Columbus? Send your contact information to info@outandaboutcolumbus.com to learn more.
Like the Out and About Columbus Facebook page for pictures, video, and more on the show, including news, upcoming shows, and even exclusive behind-the-scenes content. That's facebook.com/outandaboutcolumbus. The Age of Steam Roundhouse Museum is more than just a museum and collection. It's a living, breathing roundhouse.
That's right. And this is where restoration specialists preserve locomotives, railroad cars, tools, and machinery, the days of the glory of railroading.
Well, the founder of our museum was a gentleman by the name of Jerry Joe Jacobson. He was always passionate about steam locomotives and railroading in general from a young age. And he always wanted to have a steam locomotive of his own that he could basically run and operate himself. But he realized very early on that he had to basically own his own railroad in order to do that in any kind of successful way. So he started building up what he called the Ohio Central, that started here in the Sugarcreek area with excursions running from 1989 up until the early 2000s. The goal of the museum is essentially to display and interpret the collection that our founder had originally started. We're trying to preserve railroading history as well as trade skills. We've only been open to the public since 2019, and people are still, not sure who we are, where we are, if we're even open, because our founder kept this place pretty much under tight reps while he was still alive. We are here, we're open from the beginning of April through the end of November, just before Thanksgiving. We are at ageofsteamroundhouse.org. You can purchase tickets to go on our tours through the website. We are located at 213 Smoky Lane Road, Southwest, Sugarcreek, Ohio. Our phone number is 330-852-4676.
Tiny homes are intimate and romantic, perfect for celebrating a special occasion or just to get away from it all.
Yeah, that's right, Renee. These were designed for couples, and they think that the memories you make will be a getaway that you'll remember forever.
So my name is Kevin Isley. I'm one of the owners. My wife and I own Tiny States Berlin. We are just about half a mile out of the town of Berlin, which is the heart of Amish country here in Ohio. These are unique spaces because they're tiny homes. They're actually built on trailers that are road legal to pull anywhere in the U.S. So they're 8.5 foot wide by about 13 foot tall, and we custom designed them for the ideal couples getaway. Yeah, so these spaces are designed specifically for couples, and we have 2 units. They're both really different from each other. One is a Nordic unit where you have an outdoor sauna and a still luxurious, skylight above the bed. But then we have this one that we're standing in now, which has a 4K entertainment system, 92-inch screen that drops out of the ceiling. You have a jacuzzi tub, full automated smart lighting everywhere. Berlin, Ohio is such a fantastic place for both experiencing food, kind of the traditional Amish food, as well as some healthier options, retail, and then we're getting more and more experiences like mini golf or hatchet throwing, escape room. A lot of those are just a few miles from here. So this is a fantastic kind of hub for a 2-day adventure. And then there's hiking options as well if you're, an outdoor kind of person. Yeah, so these tiny homes would probably be medium to high in pricing. They're definitely not your cheapest getaway. There's a lot of luxurious touches around them. And the best way to do that is just to book us directly on tinystatesberlin.com, or if you prefer, you can also book it on airbnb.com.
We stopped by the Wayne County Convention and Visitors Bureau to find out what people could do when they're visiting the area.
That's right, and it is a lot to see and do in that area, especially in the Worcester area. That's went through a great revitalization over the last 10 years. We talked to Martha Starkey, and she told us more.
Hi, I'm Martha Starkey with the Wayne County Convention and Visitors Bureau, and I'm the executive director there. Worcester's just a great place to live and work. People love raising their families here. We have wonderful schools throughout the county, and we also have a lot of industry here. And then we have the kind of more down-home areas of the county with the Amish, and then in the bigger cities like Worcester with upscale restaurants and bed and breakfasts and different things to see and do for your entire family. We're actually considered kind of the gateway to the Amish area. We're part of the largest Amish settlement in the world. Between us and Holmes and Tuscarawas counties. So a lot of people come from all over to see that and see the lifestyle of the Amish. And, they don't use electricity. They tend to kind of stay to themselves and do a lot of things at the home with sewing and quilting and raising crops and furniture, making furniture and those types of things. So people come to see like Lehman's Hardware, P. Graham Dunn, which makes laser engraved wood products. The J.M. Smucker Company is here that makes the jams and jellies. So there's plenty for people to see and do in the area. We're sitting practically on the square in downtown Worcester where the new E&H Hardware flagship store just opened a few weeks ago with 3 floors of all kinds of hardware items. And then we're very close to the Grigio Wine Bar, and then we also have the upscale St. Paul Hotel downtown. So there's a lot of opportunity for couples to come and enjoy a kind of an upscale weekend, or there's things for the whole entire family to do where they can just come and relax and enjoy the kind of more rural atmosphere. You need to go to wccvb.com.
Coming up, we're going to show you where you can enjoy a full day of antique shopping and vintage finds.
That's right, and you add in some craft demonstrations, some food vendors, and you got a full day of fun. We're going to tell you where coming up.
Like the Out and About Columbus Facebook page for pictures, video, and more on the show, including news, upcoming shows, and even exclusive behind-the-scenes content. That's facebook.com/OutandAboutColumbus.
Located in Sugarcreek, Ohio, on the Dutch Valley Restaurant Campus is the Ohio Star Theater.
That's right. And this year, you're going to find everything from a Beach Boys tribute to an Elvis tribute to comedy to live theater. Vicki Van Atta told us more.
Hi, I'm Vicki Van Atta. I am the Public Relations Coordinator for Dutchman Hospitality. Dutchman Hospitality owns and operates the Ohio Star Theater, and that's where we are right now. It's a 514-seat theater, and it opened 5 years ago, but we have been doing live theater for 10 years. And I've been with the company for 20, so I've seen a lot of changes, including the building of this theater, other new hotels, purchase of restaurants. The company has grown quite a bit in the last 20 years. In 2022, our musical will be, from May to November, we will have Josiah for President. It's the story about an Amish man that inadvertently becomes a candidate for President of the United States. It's a great story based on a book by Martha Bolton, who used to write for Bob Hope. And then we have dozens of concerts that will, all types of music, everything from the Beatles to gospel and everything in between. And people love our concerts. It's just a great venue. It's as I said before, there's not a bad seat. And the sound is phenomenal here. I would recommend going to our website, which is ohiostartheater.com, and you can buy tickets online. Just check out our schedule there. You'll see the whole schedule for the year and the dates and times, and buy tickets online or call 855-344-7547, and our box office will help you.
Seacrest Arboretum is an arboretum located on the campus of the Ohio Agricultural Research and Development Center.
That's right, and this arboretum stretches for 85 acres. It was founded by Edmund Seacrest back in 1909, Ohio's first forester. Jason Vale told us about why people like to visit here and what they enjoy at the Seacrest Arboretum.
So Seacrest has been in continuous use for over 100 years. It began as a forestry research plot here, and now is part of the Ohio State University Worcester campus. And so we are part of a campus that does research on all sorts of agricultural sciences. In fact, we're part of the College of Food, Environmental, and Agricultural Sciences here in Worcester. And so here at the Arboretum, we support education, we also support research, and we support outreach to the general public, and we work with the industry as well. Seacrest is a beautiful place any day of the year, even today. We're pretty popular for our crabapple collection, which come the end of April, beginning of May, bursts into bloom, very colorful. We have over 150 different varieties of ornamental crabapples, one of the largest collections in the country, and it's a pretty popular site for folks. I love this place in its entirety because really the diversity of plants that we can work with here. Once you start to learn a few plants, you want to learn more, and their adaptability, their diversity, their beauty, the beauty of each of the different types of plants, it's really addictive. And so the sheer diversity of what we can grow here is really my favorite thing. So you can check us out on seacrest.osu.edu. We also have a Facebook page, which is run by Friends of Seacrest Arboretum, which is our 501c3 support organization. And so you can see occasional photos and updates and things that are happening here in the gardens.
The Millersburg Brewing Company was established in 2012. Their mission states, creating classic brews for today's tastes.
That's right, and we've been around to see that growth over the years, and it has been nothing short of phenomenal. It's the perfect venue for food, fun, and good times.
Well, in the last year and a half, we've tripled our fermentation space capacity for the brewery. We can now brew up to about 10,000 barrels a year. We've increased size of our kitchen. We've got over 200 seats in both sides of the brewery. With doing that, we needed to increase our kitchen capacity, and We've done a little bit of everything to make it more accessible for people to get in here, get served within a reasonable amount of time. Our anniversary, May 7th, our 9th anniversary, we're going to be having a lot of specials for that, both food specials. We're coming out with a beer especially for the 9th anniversary the beer will have a lot of 9s in it as far as alcohol level, hop level, everything, but that's the biggest thing that's coming up. 60 East Jackson Street is where we're located, Millersburg, Ohio. Our tap room is open Tuesday through Sunday, 11:30 to 9 during the week, 11:30 to 10 on weekends. Our kitchen normally closes an hour before the tap room does, but we've got 20 beers on tap. Our menu is just amazing, and it's still a work in progress with our new chef that just came in recently. MillersburgBrewing.com. Please give us a call at 330-674-4728.
Millersburg is famous for its quaint antique and collectible shops, as well as handcrafted homey items.
That's right, and Vintage in the Village is a time to find some great intriguing items for your home, as well as mingle with some artisans that are creating some wonderful crafts. You might even get some great ideas for projects for your home.
Vintage in the Village will be May the 9th, and it is basically a big festival for vintage items, but so much more goes into that. Vintage, antique, repurposed, reused. It all comes into that. Yard art, regular artwork. We have artists that come, and we have demonstrations. So it's a full day of just the creativity side of what people do. My demonstrators are a basket weaver, a woodworker who carves into wood, and then also 2 young ladies that are from Holmes County that spin their own alpaca yarn and then weave it into rugs. Those are really exciting things because people will literally sit down and watch them do their craft. We have a brand new restaurant coming in sometime this summer. We have a brand new chocolate store that's opening up. Her chocolate is incredible. And then we have Flying Ridge Sporting Clays that opened up last fall. And that's where people that really like the outdoors can come and shoot sporting clays. The sporting clays, along with Rails to Trails, gives people an adventure to have when they come to Holmes County. You can go to our website, www.historicdowntownmillersburg.com. Facebook page, that's usually I get the most amount of people on the Facebook page, and that's just Historic Downtown Millersburg. Our phone number is 330-674-2412.
Well, we want to give a big shout out to Amish Originals Furniture Company here in Westerville. They got some great furniture here. You have to stop by and check this place out. And we hope you enjoyed today's show and found some great destinations in Amish country that you want to visit. If you missed any of today's show, you can always go to our website at onacolumbus.com.
And like we said before, there's so much to see and do in Amish country. We need 2 weeks to bring it to you. So be sure to tune in next week for part 2.
That's right. Until next time, have a great week.